Okay, first and foremost, I want to give all honors and praises and glory belongeth to my Lord and Savior, whose name is Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham Wahavaka Kodash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone that teach this truth well and that continue to teach this truth well, and to the hopeful elect across the globe, and to the few, the very few brothers and sisters listening and also learning across the globe, and to the hopeful elect. This lesson is going to be based on the wicked that are ruling this society, okay, in higher places. Okay, we're going to go straight to Proverbs 20 and 21, and it says, there are many devices in a man's heart. Okay, and when you go into that word device, it goes into mashama. Okay, device, mashama. Okay, which is what? Evil plan. Okay, counsel, evil thought, purpose. Okay, so there's many devices, there's many purposes that the elites have, such as what? The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, DuPonts, and these other banking families and these other prominent people that run the world, that run these companies. Okay, so there's many devices in a man's heart, mind. Nevertheless, okay, contrary, the counsel of the Lord Yahawah, that shall stand. So even though those that are in control, okay, those that are controlling everything, they have many devices, but guess what? The counsel of Yahawah, that is going to stand. Okay, that's going to be completed. Okay, and nobody can do anything to stop it. That's the thing about it. Okay, that's going to be settled. Yahawah has the last say, and that's the beautiful thing about this. His counsel is going to stand, and guess what? He controls the counsel of the devices that Esau's thinking of, the purposes. Who puts that in their minds? Yahawah. Even though they're praying to Satan on the left hand side, who gives them that thought? Yahawah, because he controls the hearts of the kings. Okay, so they're really in a trick bag. Okay, so we're going to go straight to Job 5, and bear me just a minute. 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty. Again, there's that word devices. And what does crafty mean? Subtle, sneaky. Okay, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. And what's an enterprise? An enterprise is a venture. So what's Esau's venture? Him wanting to get this new world order and get the most of the people chipped. That's his enterprise. Okay, and this was in the talks. How much years? From 17, what? Couple hundred years. Okay, or a bit more than that. From 1776, this was in the works. This was their plan, going back to Adam Weishaupt, which were these were what Masons. They called it the so-called founding fathers of America, but they were never really the founding fathers of America. Okay, because there were already people there, the northern tribes. Okay, it's that they stole it. Okay, as the scriptures say in John, what's it? 8 and 44, I think it is, the thief, or 10 and 10, yeah, the thief cometh not but to steal and to kill and to destroy. And that scripture is also twofold as well, about the wicked of our people. They come in that same spirit. Okay, let's go to Job 5 and 12. He disappointed the device of the crafty, so that their hands could not perform their enterprise. So Yahawah is going to disappoint. Okay, in other words, it's going to come to no avail at all. To disappoint, to thwart, to frustrate, to fail, to dash all the plans that these elites have, it's all going to come to naught. Are they going to be able to chip people? Yes. But the only thing is, the elect are not going to be chipped, no matter what. Okay? Because you've got a lot of individuals pushing out that fear, that doubtful spirit. Well, the elect are going to be looked after. Okay? Why? Because they've been serving Yahawah. They belong to Yahawah. No man shall pluck them out of his hands. And the scriptures say, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. The elect can't be deceived. Okay? No way possible. Verse 13, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. So Esau, Edom, he's going to be taken in his own what? Craftiness. His own trickery. And the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. So even the counsel, all these secret counsels they have, is going to be carried headlong. Bear me just a minute. So all these secret meetings, all the secret things you're doing, all the agents you're sending to camps of spies, all that's going to be carried headlong. Okay, this is what you don't understand. Okay, if this work be of men, it shall come to. If this work be of men, it shall come to naught. Okay. So headlong, head first diving. That's it on that. Okay, so this Esau, you're done. And your little minions, the people you send, the individuals you send in this truth with their diversion tactics, that's not going to work. It's not going to work. The diversion is not going to work. Don't you understand? And the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. They meet with darkness in the daytime. So when it says they meet with darkness, what's another word for darkness? Wickedness, mischievousness, okay, deceit, lies. That's all acquainted into what? Darkness. Okay, so that's what they meet with, and also that's in the form of what? Witchcraft, sorcery. Okay, that's darkness. Okay, so they meet with darkness in the daytime, and group in the noon, so like and grope in the noonday as in the night. But verse 15, he saveth the poor from the sword. Who? The hopeful elect. They're going to be saved what? From the sword, destruction, and from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. So the poor, the hopeful elect, have hope, and iniquity stoppeth her mouth. Okay, behold, happy is the man who the Most High correcteth, because we're constantly being corrected. Why? So when all this hell breaks loose, we don't suffer the punishment of these people in the world and the wicked of our people. Therefore despise not the chastising of the Lord Yahawah Almighty. That's why you can't despise it. Get to that point, oh, you don't want to do videos anymore. You don't want to do the work because someone got on you. That's not the all end be all. I've always said that's not the end be all. Just because someone gets on you, that's not the end and be all. You chuck your toys out of the pram. Now you don't want to push the work. That's a very, 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 very bad sign. So what? When everybody's telling you good things, that's the only time you can do the work. But when people tell you what you don't want to hear, and that's how these women are. Oh, you hate me. You trying to control me when you tell them the truth. Okay, but when you tell them something, man. But this is what these people are like. Hypocrites. Okay, hypocrites. It's a balance. The reason why we're being chastised now, so we don't have to suffer with this world. Obviously, the elect are going to go through straits. But guess what? All this what we're doing is going to pay off. All your efforts. And only a man of faith is going to believe that. Okay, because the elites, their whole plan is what? To chip the masses. Let's quickly go to Revelations 13 and 16, Baba Kashar. That's their whole plan. That's their whole agenda. Okay, Revelations 13 and 16. And I know this one off heart. I don't even really need to go to the page. Revelations 13 and 16, it says, and he calls it all, both small, great, rich, poor, free, and bond. So that's no matter who you are in society. Okay. To receive. Okay. And the elites are not going to be taking a chip because they've already got the world in their hands. Okay. A mark in their right hand. And when you go into that word mark, is charagma. Charagma, which goes into what? Incision, imprint, stamp. Okay. Or in their foreheads. Okay. And it's charagma, incision. And that's where they want it. In your hand or in your foreheads. And they're going to inject this. And certain companies have already got it. Australia have got this. Okay. And also what certain parts of the US in 2017 there was that company, what's it, Wisconsin company was employing this, was chipping its employees. Okay. And this chip is used for various different things. It's going to be used for various things to get into your particular place where you're living. Okay, all these different things. Okay, so it's to what? It's to employ all these things okay, are to control the masses. To know what you're thinking, it's going to have all the database on there, everything. Okay? All your information about you, everything. Okay? And this thing's going to be used to torture you. In other words, you going somewhere you shouldn't be going, the chip's going to be responding to you. Why are you going there? You know? Just like you have these, what do you call it? These auto, even when you get certain phone calls are Autobots. Certain phone calls ain't even real people, it's all Autobots. So this is all a part of what that system. It's all a part of it. Everything's going to be on it. All data. How much times a day do you brush your teeth? How much, everything about you. How much times you laying down with your woman? How much times you go in the toilet? Everything is going to be on this device, which radio frequency, what is it? It's frequency. So what is it measuring? Frequencies and also body temperature as well. Everything's going to be on it. And it says at the end, identification, what to identify who you are. And Esau's doing this on a small basis right now. Well, I don't want to say on a large basis. By your phones, by your laptops, by your tablets, by your TV, by your Alexas, by your fridges. Who's to say your fridge don't have some type of implant in it? Who's to say it doesn't have that in it? See, Esau, what he's shown our people, he shows that technology is good if it's used in the right way. That's why the scripture says the knowledge of wickedness, that is not wisdom. You can use technology, but what are you using the technology for? Esau uses it for wickedness. 5G, 4G, do you know what that's doing? That's creating nausea. It's affecting your sleep. Do you know what 5G is? It's letting off what? Electromagnetic waves. Electromagnetic waves. And them same electronic magnetic waves are going right through your mind. Which is, it's all energy at the end of the day, because everything is energy. Just like radio waves, it's all energy. But again, Yahawashi, he created these things, but this energy is supposed to be used in a particular manner. But Esau uses these things to destroy you. Okay? That's why he uses these things. TV, what was TV to make you wiser? It wasn't to make you wiser. It was to enslave the masses. That was for Esau's purpose. Alright, if he can get you to watch TV, he can get you disconnected from what's really going on in the world. If he can get your children to have mobiles, he can get you disconnected from your family. That's why people, they don't want to sit down with their family. They're too busy on the phone or tablet. They're disconnected. You see why this man is... You see why we call this man the devil. You see why we call this man the devil. And there's many more things. See, brothers at Great Millstone, I can't speak for all, but we study. We get into psychology. Okay, because psychology, what is it? Goes from psyche, the study of the mind. And the scriptures deal with that, the mind. Okay, and Esau deals with that, the mind, because if he's got your mind, then he's got you. Okay? A TV was never for your betterment. Okay? And that's why you have something called media, which what they push their mediums. Okay? And that's why you have something called channels. So what are they channeling? Energy. And that's why people out here, what are they doing? They act off what they see on TV. Because Esau, he studies people. Okay? And that's why us in this truth, we gotta be on our games, our P's and Q's, because you got people. This is what it is. How is it you're gonna have an Edomite or these so-called truthers? They don't even really know about the truth, but I call them so-called truthers because they claim to know about the truth. They know about certain particular things, the New World Order and those things. How are they gonna be more diligent, and you're in the truth, and you're less diligent than them? That's not right. That's why we have to be diligent, even in our searches. Everything we do. Be the best at what we're doing, nothing less. Okay? That's a shame. You got Edomites and those that don't really know what's really going on, and they're more diligent than you about what they do. They're more passionate about you, about what they do. So yeah, there's several companies. Winkinson's just one of them, but there's several different companies that are taking this RFID chip, because that's what it's really going to lead down to anyway. All these companies are going to be buying billions of these tags, and billions of these tags. These tags are the tags that are put on clothing, because I forgot what's that name. Decathlon. There was a company. I believe it's Spanish. It's called Decathlon, and they've paid for billions of tags, and these tags have thin layer. The tag is thin layered with a little RFID chip, scanner. So when you're walking, people can actually trace that. The company owner can actually trace where you are. So these things are happening. Okay? Don't be ignorant in nothing. The scriptures tell you that. Don't be ignorant in the small matter or great matter. These things are happening. Okay? And I'm paraphrasing again. Causeth all rich, both small and free and bond to receive a mark in their foreheads. Who don't receive this mark cannot buy nor sell. So eventually, what is this going to lead to? What's this going? Because I don't want to put it out there. Oh, forsake everything, because I don't know what every man's going to go through. So I'm not going to project no insecurity on you. But one thing I do know is that the men of the Lord are going to be looked after. That's one thing I do know. So I'm not in the spirit of you got to forsake. Oh well, what have you been doing now? Are you forsaking most things? See, it starts now. Because if you ain't ready for forsaking nothing now, and you're holding on to your life now, and you're compromising now, and these little things men are compromising over, little things. So if you're doing that now, or you don't want to get your channel took down, and other little minor things, you don't want to go out into the highways and byways, Esau has already done half of the job. You understand what I'm saying? This is why you have to be a man of integrity. You have to fear Yahawashi, because the moment you stop doing that, guess what? You're done. You're through. So it starts now. The men of the Lord, yeah, they're gonna have to forsake particular stuff, because we still got what's the word? We still got particular attachments, obviously. But in a broader term, that's why it says in the scriptures, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. That's why it says in James, the love of the world is enmity with the Most High. So the men of the Lord, they're already detached from the world, because they are of the elect. So you don't need to get into the old intricacies of, well, what are you going to do when it comes? Have faith, or ain't you a man of faith? And I know it's easier said than done, but if you've been practicing these things, then it's going to become easier. If you have not been practicing these things, and you've just been joking about, then you're going to get caught out there. Okay? So it says that him may not buy, save that he had the mark of the beast. So what does that mean? No buying, no selling. So this RFID chip, it what controls all walks of life, buying and selling. Okay, so again, if you can't buy, if you don't have this chip, that means you can't buy or sell. So you may be asking yourself, well, how am I going to buy fruits? Well, do you have faith? Okay, how are you going to pay your bills? Because everything is going to be digitalized on that chip, everything. So you must be, well, I don't know. You may be homeless. You might not be homeless. I can't say, because every brother's got a different lot. But our time's going to be hard, yes. But that's where faith comes into play. And if you ain't got it now, what do you think is just going to magically appear? It's about, see, with faith, it's about maintaining this faith that we have and trusting Yahawashi. That's why he puts you through things. That's why he puts us through these temptations. So when these days come, when all hell breaks loose, we can look about the things that we went through and Yahawashi got us through. Okay? But if you don't have faith, then guess what? Yahawashi is just going to leave you stranded because you don't have faith. This is not a joke. This is not a joke. So again, if you're just coming out into the highways and byways, you're just going through the motions, you're just messing about, you know, then think again. Because the whole world's going to experience this. Bear me just a minute. Quickly go to Revelations 3. The whole world's going to experience this. The whole world. Revelations 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience. Okay? Those that went back into the world, they never kept the word of Yahawah's patience. Because you've got individuals. I'm not gonna put out names out there. But you've got individuals, they just think, oh, you know what? They can just go back into the world and everything would be alright. No. It's about keeping the word of what? Yahawah's patience, them sufferings. Keep the word. So if you're keeping it, you're holding on to it. Okay? Those that went back into the world, they obviously never kept the patience. Okay? They obviously did not want to suffer. They were not willing to give that righteous sacrifice. I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. When it says keep thee from the hour of temptation, it doesn't mean you're not going to go through it, because the whole world's going to go through it, but you're going to be kept, what? Safe. Okay? You're going to be looked after. You're going to have a hedge around you. But you're still going to experience what? These temptations, which shall come upon all the world. So it says all the world to try them that dwell upon the faith. And what does that show you? If it's the hour of temptation is going to come upon all the world, that means in different countries you're going to have this same system set up, which is what the mark of the beast, this Roman system. Okay? You're going to have this set up, and it is set up. You've got what? Particular places in India where they've actually got this what RFID chip things going. China, that's a major place. Because they're ahead of time. When it comes to technology, China are very ahead of time. You got cities that are completely RFID chip cities in China and Japan. Then you got the US. So this thing's going to be all across the world, and it's coming to you. It's already in UK certain places. Just look around you. Look how things are being done. Look how things are being paid for. Mostly by card, mostly by phone. Soon cash is going to be frowned upon. Okay? Gradualism, they call it. Okay? That's how the elites do stuff. Gradual. Not straight away, because if they were to do it straight away, there'd be what? There'd be skirmishes, riots. So this is slowly. Get people used to it, and that's it. Okay? Just like if you have a really hot bath. You don't just jump straight into the bath. Wait until it cools. Wait until your body adapts to it. So it's going to be the same with Esau. The same thing he's doing. Okay? That's why you've got to keep this truth. To try them that dwell upon the earth. So this is what? This is going to try those that dwell upon the earth. Test. Okay? Test those. Okay? Beginning with the elect. Those that say they have faith. Because a man can say he has faith, but until he goes through these things, and that's why certain men are being tested. So when certain men are being tempted, don't look at it, oh, well, look, he's going through that, you know. Everybody gets in that hyena mentality, that wolf pack mentality. And everybody's got something to say. Well, have you ever considered that you're being tempted to build you up in this time? No, if you don't think that, it's because you're carnal. You're thinking carnally. That's why. Let's go to verse 11 and we shut off. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, and that let no man take that crown. So hold on to your crown. Don't let no man take it. Okay? Give me just a minute. Man. Here we go. This is Psalms 41 and 2. The Lord will preserve him, okay, his men, okay, and keep him alive. Even though you're going to have certain that are martyrs, but it's going to keep those that have been doing what they're supposed to be doing for Yahawah. He's going to keep them. And that's the spirit you got to have. Obviously, we talk about death, but that's the spirit you got to have. Now, look, I'm going to live to see, Lord willing, I'm going to live to see the downfall of my enemies. All of them. Okay? And he shall be blessed upon the earth, and thou will not deliver him unto the will of his enemies. Because Yahawah is going to deliver some of those unto the will of their enemies. Why? Because they're wicked and they're doing the work of the Lord deceitfully. So they're the ones who have to worry. If you've been doing everything you're supposed to be doing for Yahawah, you don't need to worry. You're supposed to have strong confidence. Those that are not doing what they're supposed to be doing for Yahawah, they're the ones that are fearful right now. Okay? So continue to have faith, continue pushing, and on to the next time. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom.